get this ready?
Sure.
Say and spell your first and last name for me?
Yeah, Sam Hyde, SAM space HYDE. Sam Hyde.
What's your name?
I'm Sam.
Sam, and your last name?
Hyde.
How do you spell that?
HYDE. Hey, it's the spring term. We're right at the end. We need to have one last kind of big presence, before the summer starts. And so we decided let's construct a sign that sort of is a replica wall of the thing that Donald Trump wants to build when he's president. And I just like some of his policies. I like his stance on immigration. I think it's very reasonable that, look, we have an $84 billion financial burden that is illegal immigration. And we need to do something about it, and so we need to actually construct a wall and, keep our country in order. And I like that. I think I like that most about him.
So he gets a lot of criticism every single day about his views on minorities and women. Do you support those ideas?
He's not a racist, though. That's the thing. So the implication you're making there, well, not you specifically. The question is that he's a racist, and he really isn't. All he's really said, I think the two big criticisms are, he wants to build a wall between us and Mexico, and he wants to temporarily stop Muslim immigration until we can figure out a way to screen people who are coming in. Now, I, as a Trump supporter, have no problem with immigrants. I don't think anybody here has a problem with immigrants. It's illegal immigration, and as I understand it, it's an $84 billion financial burden on our country. And what we saw in San Jose, when here's Trump saying, hey, I want to construct a wall, keep out illegal immigrants, or at least reduce the number of them, and they respond with such violence, is pretty darn scary to me. And so I think that really makes me double down on my convictions that, hey, if we're going to have a functioning country, we need borders. We're not going to be intimidated by these people who try to shut us down. And yeah, I think that's about it. Just mostly letting people know that, hey, we're here and we're not backing down.
Some would say, as far as labeling that as racism.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? And do you consider this a form of, for lack of a better term, racism? Because
no, I see.
You know what I'm saying? People correlate sometimes. This with
Yeah. So I know people will think that this is racism. Building a wall, they consider it racist. It's not racist. The implication, I guess, somehow is that if you're Hispanic, that you have an innate property that is being an illegal immigrant. He just wants to stop illegal immigration. And as it happens, Mexico is where most of the illegal immigrants are coming from. And so if it's an $84 billion financial burden, it makes sense that, hey, let's construct a wall and stop this financial burden from expanding itself. And it shocks me that it's considered racist, because it really isn't. Anyone who is illegal, you can come from Europe, you can come from China, you can come from even Canada, and if you cross over illegally, you have to go back. It's that simple. I like the fact that he tells it like it is. He's not pulling any punches. I feel like, personally, I was a Rand supporter, but then I saw when Trump started running, and he's not a politician. Yeah, you can find us on Facebook. We're the Portland State Students for Donald Trump.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so are all of the students, all of the members of the group students of Portland State?
Yeah, most of us are. I think there's a lot of people who have shown up just to show support for our group, because we had our first meeting, there was about 6 of us, and then like 150 protesters showed up and crashed it. I mean, you can find that there's like the unedited footage online. And so I guess after that, we've really been getting more, I should say, like local state support, even some out-of-state support too, especially the second meeting we had.
What's your guys' end game here?
Mostly just to get our message out, really. That's about it. Just to kind of say that, hey, there's conservative groups, there's conservative people on campus, and I guess also for this, mostly to have fun, because hey, it's the end of the term, and summer's coming up.
Sam, you said?
Yes, Sam Hyde.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Take care.